I've had a camera in my face since I was a kid, so I had no problem with, being on camera.
Right.
But what's up?
Oh, I was gonna say, where'd you meet your wife at? Offline?
Off Tinder.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. It was one of the only, positive Tinder stories, for a while. But and I always give her shit because I was, I think, one of her first couple of matches after she got on the apps. I'm like, you fucker.
You know what? That's perfect because, well, not, we don't have to get into all of the great Tinder stories, but there's definitely the story of Tomball, Texas.
Oh,
when I first got to hang out with you and meet you, that was actually I don't think it was a Tinder date, but it was definitely a dating website thing.
Yeah.
So,
online, whatever.
Tomato. Yeah. And, you want me to go ahead and just jump right into telling that story since?
Yes, please, because I remember we were talking about, I remember the punchline.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess this can kind of segue into the military stuff as well. But so I got back in permanently to Texas because at first Johnny Ibarra was still with By a Long Shot.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if y'all had even became a buddy band. I think it was still By a Long Shot and maybe I want to say Bonnie Blue.
That sounds about right. Maybe even Fire.
Yeah. Oh, Fire. There you go. That's who it was. Fire. Yeah. Not Bonnie Blue. Fire from the Gods when it was Jeb and fucking.
Yep.
And all that.
Jeb, Drew, Tony. Mercado.
Yeah, Mercado.
And was it Little Andrew or was it? Yeah, it was Andrew. Little Andy on drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, man, it's so crazy how Austin is such a small, big place.
Yeah.
Such a big, small place, however you want to put it.
Yeah.
Such a hodgepodge.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, so I had just that was kind of my link to y'all. Just had to throw that out there first.
Yeah.
So I had seen him. He had been doing the band, but I had went back to North Carolina, where I was initially, where I was last stationed before getting out.
Yeah.
And I said, finally got so tired of it after being there another couple of years and was like, fuck it. I'm moving back to Texas permanently. And obviously through Facebook, shit like that, linked up with Ibarra. And this was probably around the time that I was actually receiving medical care from the VA, because the whole reason I had to leave North Carolina is because I started getting these terrible panic attacks. Yep. So I didn't want to take the pills prescribed to me and drink and possibly because I was young. I didn't want to mix it and feel like I was gonna accidentally die from something so stupid.
Yeah.
Have a rock star death and never even get a chance to really be a rock star. Yeah, right. So me and Ibarra linked up and then he's like, hey man, we're actually going through here, blah, 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 to play in Tomball. Do you want to come with? And this and that. You can finally see my new band and shit like this. Cause I don't really know if Johnny actually gives me the credit for him actually pursuing music, or if maybe it was just a combination of me and the guys that I was in a band with sort of working with him, and then him being like, yeah, I can do this, because he's got one hell of a scream and shit.
Yeah.
But so we
great front man.
So yeah. So I didn't know any of y'all except Caston and Ibarra.
Yeah.
And so y'all got me, and we get there. Oh, and y'all didn't know this at all yet either, but I had already had one of the dating apps, and was talking to a girl who actually lived there, And this was before I even know I was going to be going to that show.
Yeah.
It just happened to work out that that's where she was and stuff. So I was like, yeah, blah, blah, we'll be there this time. Yeah, come out. Let's link up and whatever. So yeah, we get there and I go up to get my first beer and somebody tells me it's like, dude, pay $20 for the red cup and you drink all night out of that red cup. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, you get this like plastic mug that's about this big and
okay, you know, I'm starting to remember that a little bit.
Okay, yeah. So that's the big no-no at first. I wanted to make sure I gave little nuggets of information in the beginning because, like I said, I wasn't taking my meds. So this is what's going to lead to the over drinking.
Yep.
There was definitely a method to my madness. It just happened to not work out in my favor tonight or that night, you know? So, I'm pounding those things because I'm thinking I only have in my mind, I'm thinking I only have a window to do this.
Yep.
Like I need to get rid of the anxiety. These chicks are coming. I haven't seen y'all perform. So, I mean, I already have anxieties of I'm absorbing those anxieties of never seeing Johnny. I've never seen him perform, and that's my boy. And if he goes up there and it's like, oh, dude, this is trash. You know,
then you have to mask it and be like, okay, how am I gonna tell him?
Yeah. How am I gonna ride back to Austin and shit and tell him this isn't it, kid? Just a bunch of stuff. And this is my first time out of the house in at least 2 years. Cause there was a good 2 years where I would sort of go out, but I had to get completely drunk to be able to be around people and to be out in those bars.
Yeah.
So this was my first time being with the VA, getting some help, counseling, shit like that, and then going out and sort of assessing how the world is around me. And what better way than to go to a bar that has $20 drink all you want with a band that plays, metal. And so, then the Megan girl shows up. I won't say her last name because she probably doesn't. You want to remember that herself. And we're tearing it up, still drinking because I'm like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen. Am I gonna be left here in this town and this girl's gonna have to drive me all the way back to where I reside in Elgin / Bastrop area, or all of those anxieties. And once again, going back to the free mug, the free beer.
Oh yeah.
And the next thing I know is you kind of got. You, I guess, were you're one of because the girl who was with her was actually attractive. I was going to say you're the grenade hopper, but I don't want to offend anyone.
Okay.
Hey guys, we here at Till Death Podcast realize that with everything opening up, you might need some new clothes to show off in public. It's scary, I know. But you can rest assured that we've got your back. We have high quality merch and fair prices so you can support your new favorite podcast without breaking the bank. We have a bunch of items to choose from, like this shirt, which is my personal favorite. Oh, it's upside down. See, we got this. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Or, also, this one for the ladies. For my lady, and punch myself in the balls. There we go, it's our old paint splat shirt. We also have tanks, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, yoga pants, beach towels, and even fanny packs, like this one right here. So just head over to teespring.com/stores and use the promo code NOMOREMASK and you'll get 15% off your entire order. That's no more mask for 15% off. So what are you waiting for? Just do it! Just do it! Go get one, they're awesome. Do it. Also, head over to solo.to/tildeathpodcast for all things Till Death and how to stay up to date with all of our content. Babe, thought laundry was your job.
Get all this merch out of my house.
See what I mean?
She was actually very attractive.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I just didn't want to say that when people out and about, fucking well, what does that even mean? Like, come on, dude. People can be ugly. It's cool. But she was pretty. But yeah, I think you were the only like actually single one.
Yep.
At the time. And so me and you were just like,
wingman.
Let's check out the van, man.
Yep.
And I think what really got me also was that I was pounding those beers mostly from the stool. So like when I stood up, like by the time we got to where the van was at, I think everything had started flowing and reaching certain parts of the brain a little quicker. And the next thing I know is I'm going down for the count.
Yeah.
And we got there, and that's probably where I start to like have little flash memories of like looking at y'all and like kind of giggling back, but seeing how I felt like I was back in Iraq, but I also felt like I was in. This is a true story, because I'm also really stoned right now, and I don't know why I actually chewed a bunch of shrooms too.
Yeah. So
you can totally keep that on here.
Good.
But I wanted it to be completely transparent that I think they're hitting me right now.
Sweet.
Because yeah, right. Everything's getting brighter.
Well, I'm glad that you have a visual to see who you're talking to instead of like the screen doing weird things.
Yeah, the screen with the cat, dude. Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, fuck, bro. Like, I don't know how I'd handle that. But yeah, definitely. They yeah, that would trip me. That fucking cat. Now I got lost in the sauce. Oh, so anyways, yeah. So I was laying there in like sort of the center, I guess you could call it, the center of the van.
Yes. And
I just remember you like laughing your ass off.
Yep.
And like I felt like I was rolling around like a pig in shit. Like, but it was actually a pig in piss. So it was a completely different.
Let me take it from here. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, take it from here.
So we're in the van and we're all driving. We usually stop at like a Whataburger or Walmart or somewhere to get some food or something on the way back to Austin. And so you had been passed out, or what we thought was passed out, on the floor. Like if in a 15-passenger van or a larger van, there's like a shorter bench in the ones behind the front, like captain's chairs, and that's kind of where the walkway is, sure. The little step. So so you were passed out right by the step, by the door. You couldn't
which I would consider is like the middle of the van.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just couldn't make it up onto the bench.
Right.
So we're like, fuck it. Like if if we crash, well, he's going out the front fucking window. And your band.
I was willing to take that risk, bro.
You're like, I don't feel shit. Whatever.
Yeah, right. That probably would have came out.
So we're blasting music. We're no one in the front captain's chairs was drinking and driving or anything, but we were all drinking in the back. So we're all faded as hell. And then you had your shirt, like, I think just the way you were laying, your shirt kind of was like over your belly button. It was almost like you had
and it was like a heather gray shirt, was it not?
I don't know the colors, but the way I see it in my mind,
because that's really going to show.
Yeah, it was like you had it kind of like up here. You know what I mean? To where you can see like the bottom part of your belly. And so I'm looking and I was like, dude, did someone just pour water in his belly button?
Fuck.
And it was a collective, all of us clicked, like realized like, oh my God, he's pissing into his belly button right now. And we like,
dude,
good old Patty fucking driver was like, he's pissing in the van? Oh my God. And so he fucking, luckily we were fucking 5 seconds away from parking. So he just parks. We open the sliding door and just push you out because you weren't awake.
Oh, yeah.
So we were like, this is gonna wake him up, and there's less piss that we'll have to clean up out of the van.
Man.
So and you're asleep, so you wake up rolling out of the van and hitting the floor, the concrete, and so you woke up and immediately started chasing all of us around, trying to hug us.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, because we were like, oh my God, you got piss all over you, bro. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? And then so you're like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna play into it, and just started trying to hug us. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I love this dude already.
Hey guys, if you like this video, please subscribe and please watch video. It helps us out a lot because we offended all of our neighbors around our house and they hate us and they are now kicking us out. We are being evicted because we say bad things. Respect, freedom of speech.